Hi everybody, I'm back. I had been away to the countryside for this entire week, and well, while the air was really nice and fresh, and it was just wonderful to be outside at this time of the year, I really missed recording my Let's Play walkthroughs and showing it to you guys. Now I'm back and it's weekend, so you can expect a lot more episodes from me. Matter of fact, my wife is thinking of going back to countryside with my baby. You know, fresh air, good for the baby. So that will leave me to do even more episodes in relatively short time. I have to catch up, you know. And well, think I'm talking about catching up. Last time we were locking heads with the Bithynians, and I managed to attack and get their city of Nicomedia. Well, I stirred up the hornet's nest, like the the Asia Minor is not a friendly place for me to be, so I have to be careful not to overextend myself, blah blah blah. Well, let's see how everything will go as planned. Let's go. Now, as you remember, Telesphorus, my great general in the east, leading his fool's errands, had conquered Nicomedia from the Bithynians. And now I am in the process of converting the foreign settlements into that of my own culture, so I wouldn't suffer from cultural penalty. And as usual, once I'm given a lot of choices, I tend to hesitate, but I would rather make Nicomedia a town that produces me a lot of troops. Because it's a big city and it's nice, you know, designed for it, and the position is good. And my Electra is going to kill this enemy spy but fail. Wow, how could you fail to kill someone when you have 52%? I'd never know, but and also she earned a rank despite her failure, so I guess all is not lost. Let's see, there are some new mercenaries. Yeah, mercenary hillmen and some skirmisher cavalry. I don't really like skirmisher cavalry, to be honest. Slingers and the regular hoplite units are good enough for me. Let's see, I need something that gives me better chance in assassination, because Electra is just awesome at assassinating people. Now, let's see. Here we go. Polonia, this place is under siege by the Romans. It's my newly christened army, the Carrion for Crows. It's just the guy who's guarding it, Philocrates. He is just there to chase away any marauding band of enemies, which he did so successfully. Good. But those Romans are not defeated, they merely ran away, so I need to think a long-term solution. Can't let them just keep going on my land. And I also had to cancel some of my construction at Nicomedia because I wish to let him hire a few mercenaries to get rid of that rogue Roman army. Pillaging my lands, you know. Can't let them do that. It's bad for the what you would call it, the population order.
Ready for orders.
So, one thing I learned about the mercenaries: they are cheap to recruit, but their upkeep is off the roof. So, what a smart commander would do is just to use them in one turn to gain a decisive advantage over the enemy general, or to deny the use of those mercenaries, since once you recruit them, they won't be available for the other enemy to, well, recruit them. So after that, after the battle, you just simply disband them. That way you'll win and save tons of money. And trust me, I know firsthand just how economically unviable it is to have a large amount of mercenaries. Unless you're near the end game and is swimming in cash, like Scrooge McDuck. Anyway, the Carthaginians, as I recall, have this wonderful trait of having 40% reduction in mercenary upkeep. That's awesome. If I ever play Carthaginians, and Lord knows I will someday, they will. I will definitely rely on a lot of mercenaries. It's a river battle with one fort and one bridge, wooden bridge. Let's see. This Hastati, I do not believe I have faced against a unit of Hastati before. And from what I heard from the Total War forums, the Hastati are pretty much one of the best early units of the Romans. I heard those who play as the Roman campaign, they pretty much rolled everything in front of them using just Hastati, so I have to be careful. I'm going to make sure to charge them with my cavalry, since Hastati, they are not armed with spears. Let's do this! Ooh! Now, this is awesome. I'll use my skirmish cavalry to chase away enemy skirmishers, meanwhile my infantry are, well, safely crossing the bridge.
Our general is under attack.
Good. Well, that was an easy crossing. The Hastati, as you can see, are very vulnerable to cavalry charge, even if the cavalry is just the simple medium cavalry like the citizen cavalry. Citizen cavalry are standard Greek cavalry, and although they are nothing truly special, they do a very good job of charging at the enemy infantry, and as long as they're not spear armed, they can make short work of them, as you can see. Now, that still leaves more than half the enemy army. Sextus Cursor or something like that. Ah, mercenary Italian spearmen. Those will hurt my cavalry. So, but the levies, they'll fall. Well, now that I come to think of it, I perhaps recruited too many mercenary units, you know? I believe in a battle like this, if I had only half the units, I would still win. But one can never be, well, careful enough. So, I have to make sure I thoroughly eliminate the enemy, capture as many of the rafters as I can, because I do not want this army to be retreating and staying at my province any longer. So, get him! Oh, that poor Roman guy, he got bowled. Alright, even though the enemy has inferior units, I'm still going to use be careful and try to whittle down the enemy general from the side using my skirmishers. Well, the javelins are not that effective, since the enemy, I'm shooting from their left side, and the enemies, they hold their shields on their left hand. So, but still, it's free damage, so it's good. Anything that gives you free damage is good. Meanwhile, these Romans are content to just dying, you know? Well, that's fine. That's just fine. Let me just get them slightly behind the enemy, so they'll have better chance of doing even more damage. Now, there we go. There we go. Much better. The enemy is falling much faster. It's a shame that I'll have to disband these guys. The experience gain will be wasted. But that's, you know, what mercenaries are. They are expendable, and they, unlike the previous Total War series, you don't really need to have them, because I mean, you can ill afford to have them just because they have so much upkeep. Oh no, I don't want to charge the Triari. Okay, from the sides I can do it. Alright. I know they're expendable, you know, I really have no reason to let these mercenaries to retreat, but old habits die hard, you know. Even if it's spending mercenaries, I don't want any unnecessary deaths. There we go. Like an avalanche. No, I want to kill more Romans and capture them. I have to make sure the general's unit is thoroughly eliminated, which I think I did. I hope I did. I do not know. Now let's see, anything else left? Well, guess not. So, how's your week, guys, so far? As you heard from me at the beginning of the video, it was nice for me, you know, to breathe some fresh air in the countryside, but that place had no internet, so I was bored as heck, you know. I'm not gonna go anytime soon. I'm just gonna stay here nice and cozy with my awesome PC and awesome net connection, and then just churn out episode after episode after I play the heck out of Rome Total War 2. That's my plan. Well, until my wife comes back. Huh. So the enemy's general... Oh no, never mind. They're dead. They're all dead. If you want an army to be dead, make sure you pick up any rafters and kill every one of the captives. Yep, I wish to disband them. Just use shift to select all of them, and here we go. Good job, Philocrates. Looks like you weren't just here to eat free meal after all. Impartiality. Wow, that's pretty nice. I like impartial person, you know. Now, what's going on the Roman front? As you know, I had captured Brundisium, but the Romans are hesitating to counterattack. Let me find out if... Oh, there we go! Actually, one of their cities under attack by Carthage and the Etruscan League. So that's why they're not sending out any force to retrieve Brundisium. Ah, I have no money to do any action for my agent. No matter. Spending about 500 gold to assassinate a mere Roman general, that's too expensive. I'll let my soldiers do the job instead. Huh. Yeah, why not? What? Can't you attack? Well, guess not. I'll just let her stay here and do a little counter spying. I guess next turn I will take out that Roman army and maybe the city itself. I'm going to let Philocrates to use forced march to get to Brundisium. That way Brundisium, whose public order still hasn't recovered yet, will have a general to keep an eye on them.
Commander?
What's going on here? Nothing much. Pella's always nice, it's always safe. It's right in the middle of my growing kingdom. Let's see. Blah blah blah. No, it's fine.
Ready for orders.
My units, except for that unit of javelin men, have all recovered nicely.
And honor!
So let me just chase away this fleet. I'm just gonna auto-resolve it. Yeah, naval battles are not really my thing. Once I get out some good navy units, the ones that I'm going to be comfortable fighting with, then you will see some nice naval action, but not before. Although I personally think naval battles are just too slow, you know. Too slow for my liking. My fool's errand had gained another rank. Let's see what we got. 3% damage inflicted by all missile units. It can be upgraded to 6%, which is quite nice. Here's one thing I do not yet understand. Like, for example, like morale or just any bonus when fighting barbarians. Like, what do barbarians consist of? Like the Gauls and the Celts and Germans? Those people, they're considered barbarians in this game, because as you know that Asia Minor is not only inhabited by Greek cultures, but also there are some Celtic, I believe, cultures are there. So
Ready for orders.
if I'm going to fight a big kingdom in which has Celtic origin in Asia Minor, then maybe morale boost for against barbarians are not so bad. I just tried to attack the Celtic Confederation fleet, but then I remember that they have no quarrel with me, so it's fine. Dion, my man, come get over here. I need you to cheer up the populace here.
Is there nothing else?
Oh, there is something. Inspire the local populace with tales of your bravery, if you please. Alright, I believe that's about it. I really can't see if there is anything else I need to do. Well, I have enough money to bolster my northernmost city, Epidamnos, but that's about it. I hope I didn't miss anything. Alrighty then. If you take a look on the left, I think I see that the Carthaginian has just taken Neapolis, a Roman settlement, which is not good for me actually. My victory condition specifically told me to take Neapolis as it's situated in the province of Italia. And I really do not wish to contest the Carthaginians to do that. They have been reliable trade partners for many years, so I really don't wish to fight them if I can help it. Let's hope the Romans will take back their city and I can defeat the Romans in return, and I'll take Neapolis for my own. Meanwhile, I need to tech up. Let's see, 15% mercenary cost. Even with 15% mercenary cost and upkeep, the upkeep rate is still too high in my opinion, so... there we go. Rome has at least three settlements, one in the south, two in the north, including that eternal city of Rome. Well, all in due time, all in due time. Since I'm cock-blocked in Neapolis, I can't go over there. Can't take over it. I guess I'll just attempt to take the city in the south.
At your command.
Cosentia. Ah! Who dares block my path?
To victory!
I will watch.
Ready for battle.
I guess my movement points have run out.
Ready for battle.
No fear. There is always next turn. Brundisium is still having some negative public order, but that's fine. It's manageable, well within manageable limit. Meanwhile, I can upgrade my Shrine of Zeus to Temple of Zeus, one step closer to getting the Oracle at Dodona. Consecrated ground in newly conquered cities are no-brainer.
Ready for orders.
There is nothing really bad about building and upgrading consecrated ground. Religious buildings are just too good to pass. In my opinion, of course. Since I'm still new at this game, I would really like to hear what you guys build on freshly captured city. Like if you had to raise everything and
Commander.
have to build your own buildings, what do you prefer to build? Military barracks, religious buildings, farms, industrial buildings, you know. I might get better insight on how to do things if you give me some feedback. Look at my trade. Carthage, let's expect this give me a lot of, well, not a lot, but still most value in trade, followed by the Libyans, and finally the newest trade partner, the Etruscans. Alright. Electra, you're 7-star. You can do this.
Protecting our city.
She's 64 years old. Not that I would mention it in front of her, you know. She'll probably put rat poison in my food, you know. Or worse. One thing you should do is never mention or ask a woman's age. That's one thing I learned. The Romans, they are... what are they doing? I don't know. So far, they did not attack me, they just... I guess they pulled back. I was hoping they would recapture Neapolis, but I suppose the Carthaginian guys had held out on this turn. No matter. I'll find a way to make Neapolis mine. Just you wait. Let's see. Finally! Alright. Hidden agent exposed. Wait. Hidden agent way over there? Let me see. Okay. Alright. That's fine. But this place? I do not have any view of that place and it's very far away from me. Why is the game telling me the hidden agent is exposed way over there? +1 to authority, no thank you. Go to pool, off to pool with you. Encourage populace in Illyria, good. I guess these messages show when public order has reached a new level. Doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, so.
Salve. How can I help?
Yep, it also, as well as inspiring local populace to Champion also defends the settlement from any zealous agent action. Alright. I have 62% chance to kill this guy, this woman. And Epirus did its job. Her job, I mean. That's good, that's good. She's now 4-star assassin. Ah, sorry, spy. I always get it confused with the previous Total War series. In here, the spy can do spying as well as assassination, which is awesome because it simplifies everything, and you don't have to have like separate spies and assassins everywhere in the map. Thus, you know, like making the load time even slower. Blah blah blah. Well, here I am at the southernmost Roman settlement, and well, I'm just going to assault it. I mean, the garrison is not going to offer me much challenge anyway. Battle of Cassentia. It seems there is 1 unit of Hastati and 3 spear units, the Rorari or whatever they are. Some peasants and skirmishers. Nothing impressive at all. I'm just going to use Boulder to, well, just to use my boulders to bowl over them. There we go. Just did a little quick tour of the city and settlement arrangements and found what I think is the best shooting spot for my catapults. So, how often do you guys use actual siege weapons in the campaign? I find the siege weapons in campaign to be pretty darn effective, especially these ballistas. They shoot far and they're relatively accurate when compared with onagers.
The glory and loot we gain are just added delights. Once we are within the walls, do as you will. Now, to arms!
Alright, that was a pretty inspiring speech. We are going to occupy the heck out of this place. That didn't sound pretty inspiring. Anyway, whatever. Here we go. Oh, I love seeing those flame trails. Now, let me try my luck. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that was the money shot, guys. I think I killed like over 10 enemies in one hit. Now let's try it again. Ooh, there you go. This might be, no, it's okay, it's okay. There! It did not hit the unit type I wanted to hit, but it caused significant amount of casualties just the same. There! Routed the unit just like that. The enemy really can't do anything because if they try to come out of their city to sally forth, they'll be murdered by my skirmishers and hoplites. Well, all they can do is pray that my artillery have bad aim and they're running out of ammo. Well, you can continue pray for that for some time to come. What's this? Some sneaky Romans trying to flank us? No, not sneaky enough. You're dealing with the best of the sneaking guys, you know. A Mongolian general. Let's see. Yeah, where is the enemy general? No, seriously, where is the enemy general? I can't see them. I guess maybe it's too far for my units to spot them. Alright, let me try my luck just one more time. This game is just so fun. Here we go! Boom! That was a clean mess. Alright, hopefully this one will go well. It's right in the middle of the enemy. Boom! There we go. Fire! There! Alas, the enemy was gone by the time my missile arrived. How are you guys using your siege weapons, by the way? Do you use it a lot to besiege enemy settlements, or are you fine just building up rams and siege towers and stuff? You know, take the city like inch by bloody inch. It's just very wonderful when playing Total War Rome 2, because in campaign, oh that hurts, oh that hurts. In campaign there is no like single set way of playing. It's a very varied environment. It's a awesome sandbox type of game which guarantees that each one of your walkthroughs, in doesn't matter if it's the same faction or not, will have very different way of resolving your problem. That's why I love it, you know. It's Total War series is just waiting to be molded in your own image, I guess. I feel a bit ambivalent about these Agrarian X-Men, which I'm using as skirmishing units. I mean, they're pretty good when throwing their spears and can be a decent infantry, but they're a bit of jack of all trades, you know. They're a little bit too light for hand-to-hand combat, and their range is too short for effective missile duel. Oh, but look at this! Just if you time it right, your volley of javelins can just devastate enemy. However, slingers can do the same with much bigger range, so I don't know. I mean, I'm using them because they're unique to Epirus. I do not believe any other faction can recruit Agrarian X-Men from their buildings. Perhaps you can hire them as mercenaries, but you can only recruit them as Epirus. Of course, I could be wrong. Here I'm just trying to flank the enemy from 3 directions. Hoplites from the front and cavalry from both sides. Of course, I need to try to reduce the enemy number with my skirmishers, because these Hastati, they are supposed to be very tough, you know. So oh, there we go. I should have tried to charge the Hastati with my cavalry, but oh well. I believe I got this one in the bag. No Roman can survive this. This is like Kenny, except in a much smaller scale, of course. Losses are extremely light, kills are plenty. I mean, many of them are just plebs, but well, only good Roman is a dead one. And the city of Cassentia is ours. And well, just one more step in reconquering the provinces lost by Epirus. Now if I could only take over
Ready for battle.
Syracuse as well, the island of Sicily, then I will pretty much go as far as Pyrrhus did. Of course, Italy is one province that I must invade, but I have to also take care of my east side with my recently conquered city of Nicomedia, which was named after Nicomedes the First. He was one of the more known kings of Bithynia, so it's no surprise that he names a city after himself. I mean, I lost count of just how many cities named after Alexander the Great, you know. Well, here I am trying to spend some of my leftover money, but there's just too many choices. Should I upgrade a military camp here in Antheia, because I'm expecting an invasion from the Odyrssian kingdom up north?
Your command.
Well, let me just take a quick look at the enemy position. Sardis and Bithynia are my enemies, and I don't know exactly how strong they are. Like the rest of their settlements and amount of army, I need to know about that. For that, I will send my most trusted woman to scout out their position for me. Let's see. Electra, I need you to...
Treading softly.
let's see. Pessinus. It's the city of Sardis, my enemy. So far we have no conflict with each other, but that might change. It's a very minor, very tiny settlement. Probably not worth the time to even conquer it, you know. Well, I can sabotage it, incite unrest, poison wells, and commit arson.
What do you wish of me?
Pretty neat.
Ready for battle.
However, the biggest prize of all is not Pessinus, but this city, Ancira or Ankira, smack dab in the middle of Anatolia. That's my next big target after well, by this recent conquest of
How can I be
Nicomedia.
of assistance?
Let me see if it is guarded. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my! That's quite a lot of troops. Yep. They all suffered a lot of damage. I wonder who they fought with. Perhaps they were recently under siege? No matter, it is my chance, seeing how the Bithynian army is severely damaged. I could probably take Ankira if I move fast enough. Of course, after every acquisition, one should always look for any new partners to trade with. Because by conquering a new region, you might face a new faction that you can take advantage of, you know. The Bithynia, they are only at war with me. I do not know why their armies are so badly mauled. I mean, what happened to it? Was it plague or perhaps zombie outbreak? Well, let's see. Pergamon. It has only -3 attitude towards me. I guess they agree with my attack on Bithynia. Let's see if I can do a trade agreement with them. No, but the chances are moderate, so if I could just sweeten the deal. I have enough money to spare. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Half of my treasury. All yours.
Excellent.
Okay. So now Pergamon should have much better relationship with me, and I'm trading 129 gold per turn, which will make up my loss in 6 turns. Let's see, everybody else is apprehensive for me or just outright hates me. The Celtic Confederation. Well, big name, small state. I am not interested in the war up north since they've been pretty quiet recently, so I need to limit my campaign in 2 fronts at most, otherwise even my big armies, the best armies, can't hope to survive. Let's see, I cannot get over there in 1 turn, so I guess the invasion of Ankira should wait for another turn. However, if I move towards Ankira, Pontus, who is allied with Bithynia, might attack Nicomedia, and I really don't think Pontus is someone whom I can defend against easily, since Pontus is pretty big as well. What should I do? Should I stay in Nicomedia or I'll do this? This was probably a bad choice, guys. I mean, the city itself is small, but it really has nothing of value. This is just making me to expand my fronts and stretch up my manpower, you know? Now, since I conquered the city, I have to defend it now. Well,
we hunger for battle.
One thing I learned in my campaigns, I mean in Rome Total War at large, is that once you made the decision, better not regret it, you know? So I'll try to hold on to this city for as long as I can. I could abandon it easily though, since it holds not much value on me anyway. So now Nicomedia and Antea are both under threat by invasion, so I really need to boost the garrison at Antea at least. But I do not have enough money for any significant reinforcement. Perhaps I should ally myself with this Pergamon? To defensive alliance? Would they accept? I do not know. But I definitely need to boost my garrison. Dion, what are you doing, my man? Good? Okay. Celine, oh yeah, I forgot to let you administer the region, which will give me bonus income. Ah, some loose Romans in the southern tip of Italy? No worries. This guy, Epirus. I want him to come over in here and administer Crescentia, while my units, the Shattered Dreams, will hopefully take on the rest of the Romans. And hope the Romans take back Neapolis so I can invade it instead of the Carthaginians.
At your command.
I recruited 1 unit of hoplite in Antea. It's nowhere near enough, but it should give a decent backbone to the garrison force. Even if the garrison forces are weak, having a hoplite with them is a really good boost to their morale. Alright, let me just save it and end this turn. I do hope there won't be any big surprise for me. Let's see. Let's see if they move around. I wonder what's happening to the rest of the world. I know there are some hidden factions who would probably have huge amount of territory, and it'll be a big surprise to face them. You know? That's part of the allure of having fog of war, you know? You don't know who is where. Always loved to see a mega faction emerging, you know? Oh! Egypt is dead! That's a big surprise.